Righto team, here we go. Welcome, beautiful Trentham.
We're at Trentham Army base today as part of our 2-day national referee camp.
Right, so today, a bit like rugby, control and create chaos. Some of you guys that have been in my sessions before, we know we're trying to induce that red mist sometimes. We're trying to make sure that physically when you go into games, you can also make good decisions. Right, warm-up's on you, jog two, off we go.
Refereeing world is a lot of decision making under pressure, so this is trying to replicate a bit of that, bit of physical conditioning with a bit of cognitive decision making mixed in. So we've got a selection of referees from all over New Zealand. It's our national squad, so we've got people from north to south come together in this sort of environment. We have 3 of them a year where we get together and try and upskill and build capability.
I think as referees we're very used to training on our own and in a very neutral sort of environment. We're not doing ball skills like players, we're not doing those sorts of things. So coming into a team environment with the Army guys just gives us a different facet of training. It's challenging, but it's also in some ways a lot more rewarding because you know that you've got someone pushing and you're not allowed to crack. You're not allowed to crack in the Army. They're resilient people and they're just great role models for us.
The game's not getting any slower and the players are certainly getting faster, so naturally as referees we have to keep up with that, and having a base fitness standard is a critical component of that. Obviously then making decisions under pressure while you're fatigued is the challenge.
So having just done the Bronco for time, we were obviously pushing ourselves to the limit, but that was just the beginning really. So then we had to get into pairs and do a Bronco pushing like a water canister. So that was pretty tough, and obviously when your partner's pushing it, you're having a rest, but when you're paired with a top athlete like Dan, which I was, you don't get much of a rest.
What you need to do is get everyone outside of the fenced-off area over the rope.
Yeah, so quite a mental exercise. So it was about everybody working out who was the tallest, who was the strongest, who could hold people, who was the lightest. So it was all about everybody having strengths in all different areas, I suppose.
The Army guys explained to me that the idea of the rope was that you're in a team of about 10 or 12 people. The rope's got to stay off the ground over a long distance of running, and really the theme of it is you're only as good as your slowest person. So working together as a team to make sure that the slowest person still makes the team successful.
It's been awesome. You've got a big group of girls in here in the national squad now, which is so cool to be a part of and kind of see us grow and develop in an environment like this, especially for a couple of us, it's our first year in the national squad. So to learn from the guys who've been here for a few years, it's invaluable. So it's, we're just kind of soaking it all up and absorbing it, so it's been cool.
We don't get together too often as a wide squad, so refereeing when you're in the middle is largely by yourself, but you know, it's good to know we're trying to build a team environment, and for us to come together for the weekend is pretty special and something we really enjoy.